everybody!
Woo!
Here's to making memories!
There are many different types of therapy: dialectical, exposure therapy, or even CBT, which I swear doesn't stand for what you think it does. Well, the internet, TikTok, likes to invent new forms of therapy, and this new one is called rejection therapy. Kind of similar to exposure therapy, except not done with a licensed therapist. You go out into the wild and do something you wouldn't normally have the courage to do in order to get that rejection, a rejection that is supposed to strengthen your confidence for future situations. One example is this woman on a flight who stands up and says, "Have a lovely flight, everybody, here's to making memories," to which most passengers stayed completely silent. I mean, this just doesn't seem like a realistic way to approach rejection. No one wants to be in your TikTok while they're on a plane, and so the only course of action is to stare at it awkwardly or look away. I mean, I don't know what you expected them to do. To stand up as well? Also, what is this giving you the confidence to do? Repeat this MF is not real delusion in the back of the plane? Jokes aside, maybe it's good that Zoomers and young TikTokers are going out of their way to actually try and communicate with other human beings in real life. It's kind of fun to just talk to a random person on the street, you know, do some NPC dialogue. Nice weather, huh? Boy, I could live in this forever. And then watch as the other person puts headphones in and pretends you don't exist. I guess that's rejection therapy. Now, this TikToker, Sophie, does these sorts of TikToks a lot, and so she's getting used to it. She's used to getting rejected or looked at weirdly, and so she has strengthened her resolve, like an anime character. This is her training arc. She might become world leader or Hokage by the end of this by touching the souls of every passerby she encounters. She'll combine humanity into one. She notes that this is life-changing, and many would assume she's become more outgoing and comfortable in social situations. Maybe she's on to something here. I need to memorize 10 lines in the beginning of the day to use out in public. These are super funny, although a bit awkward if you're some random person injected into one of these videos, and honestly, before long, these will probably just turn into prankers dropping gallon jugs of milk on the ground at Target. But some people treat this like a challenge, by doing an interaction every day, like it's some sort of video game quest. Here's a video by Michelle Panning, who gets really excited because she asks someone for $100. That's a fine and dandy one. It's quick and over with. The airplane one by Sophie is particularly rough because she now has to sit back down and succumb this entire flight. That's not rejection therapy, that's mental torture therapy. I mean, everyone on this 8-hour flight is going to be thinking about the TikTok girl doing a victory speech at the beginning of the flight like she's about to drink beer with a team of Vikings. Some of these are very silly though. I really like this one by Holden Lane Goldberg, who just goes up to someone and asks, "Hey, can I throw yarn at you?" And honestly, if rejection therapy is just tossing crafts and supplies to your friends at Michael's, sign me up. Some of them need a little more sauce though, okay? Like this one by Claire Ruddy. She's already giddy, smiling and looking back at the camera as she's asking for a Slurpee. Imagine how she looks to the dude she's talking to. I'd be so concerned. I think you'd have a better chance of acquiring a Slurpee if you had the phone off, but I guess then it wouldn't be a TikTok or rejection therapy. She ends up getting a hug in this video, and the guy starts to like cough up phlegm. It's an insane video, very funny. One of the comments made me laugh. Bro started to vacuum her. New from Teletubbies in the 7-Eleven be like, so do you think it works? I think maybe these people should try real therapy, but asking people for Slurpees and throwing yarn at random strangers is fun, I guess. So maybe Zoomer TikTok therapy is awesome, actually. Bye.